still alive. When it comes to legend, Dolph forever in my top 5. Real life street nigga, never had to tell lies. Remember, used to rap about weed, he didn't sell pies. Fresh as young nigga on the scene, had his own style. Don't take your life for granted, could be gone in seconds. R.I.P. to Dolph, long live the legend. From Memphis to the 6, they felt you in the bricks. The days you died, it broke my heart, a day I won't forget. One thing you know you miss, one thing you know we piss. It's paper route forever, you know WAP gon' represent. You know Glock gon' represent, Lil Trey gon' represent. I done shed so many tears, I had to hit the mic and vent. I pull up, it's an event. We pull up, this how it went. Through so much money and magic, bitches say we pay they rent. $1 million cost no tent. We scratched off like where they went. Know your legacy gon' live on, know exactly what you meant. When it comes to independent, man, you are the president. For putting on your relative, showing love when hesitant. Trying to find a positive, but it's only negative. So much hate and envy out here, I don't got too forced to give. So this is how it is, gotta die to get your prop. Never get your flowers while you're here, and damn that sells a lot. All this senseless violence that I'm seeing, I swear it needs to stop. Humans killing other human beings almost round the clock. In a circle in a block. Drop the top, this time for Dolph. Every time you see Goo Wop this summer, you gon' see it off. Be careful and stay dangerous every time I leave the house. The odds stacked against you in the hood, we tryna make it out. Backseat of my Rolls Royce found, I'm playing paper out. License Dolph, that's all I'm bumping, I can't take it out. Never leave the house without, never do stunt moves for clout. If you all about your paper route, then roll one up for Dolph. Chopper on my couch, peas all around my house. Young nigga, I be fresh as fuck, reminding you of Dolph. That bitch from the south, my name in her mouth. This bitch here about her paper routes, her favorite rapper Dolph.
Miss you, homie. The whole world miss you. I lost a friend. I lost a homie. The world lost a friend. Lost a father and a son. Damn.
I heard Charleston White talking earlier. He had the privilege of going to Memphis. He went to school and they said everybody can pull up Young Dolph's music, but nobody can pull up Young Dolph. Or sorry, Adolph Thornton. Sorry. And you know what? I used to live in Tennessee for about a year and a half, and I'll tell you what, the name Thornton is not the biggest family in Tennessee, but I used to know a Thornton. Elizabeth, or what was her name? Melissa Thornton. She was white, but they were related. Believe it or not, a lot of black people joined the families of their slave owners. I think they were given the same last names or something. And I think the girl I knew must have been a part of the slave owning Thorntons. And young Dolph would have been one of from ancestrally part of the Thornton slaves. Because that's what it is down there in Tennessee, all the way together and whatever. But yeah, that Thornton family, it's a family down in Tennessee, and they never really did anything bad type of family. They're not a bad family. Like, they don't do crime or nothing really. Like, Melissa Thornton is just sort of a larger girl, and she doesn't do much. I think all she does is stay home or whatnot. What picture of my margarita? I haven't. When did I have this margarita? A while back. It was good though, man. Look at that salt. This was at this place called Lone Star in Canada. Lone Star Texas Grill. They have all types of like Mexican stuff too, like margaritas, enchiladas. I don't know if they have enchiladas, but I know they have margaritas, and they're good. I haven't had one in years and years and years. Ketchup chips. And my friend Buddy, his actual name is Mike or whatever, but I portray him as Buddy. He had a bag of ketchup chips the other night. He invited me over to his apartment because he's my neighbor. And I was starving because everybody knows I'm starving right now to pay for my e-bike. And he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And I was like, "All right." He's like, "Smoke a joint and drink a beer." I was like, "All right." So I went over there, had a couple ice cold beers, smoked like some nice joints. I was high as heck, and we smoked from my vape pen too. And then we had those ketchup chips, and man, they're like crack. Same with the dill pickles at certain times. Right now, I'm sick of the dill pickles, but those ketchups, man, they hit hard. They were like, wow. Because I had no other food. That's the only food, and there's the only food I knew I was going to get the best kind. They were covered in that ketchup chip stock flavoring, and I was like, oh man, you don't even know. Okay, they hit the spot. Ketchup chips, they don't have those in. Okay, listen. They say they don't have them in the United States, and they don't in most of the stores, I guess. But you could get them. You can get anything in the United States. All right, anything. There's even guys walking around with rocket launchers. There's been a couple guys that get rocket launchers there. For the amount of stuff they get down there, you think well, they got a pretty tight knit down there still, but they don't. There's a lot of murders and shit. Not as tight knit as Canada, but at the same time, our natural born citizen things are vulnerable. Like my probation officer was a drug addict, and she was spending all her money. Her name was Judith Esposito of Brampton Probation and Parole. She's still there. She's extremely poor. And at first, when I first seen her, I thought, wow, what a successful woman, or what a woman that maybe I might get along with because she has a decent job. I always viewed being a probation officer as like a pretty good job. So, but then as I got to know her, and this is probation officers all the way around from what I've seen in my adult life, is they're heavily involved in either drugs or the criminal empires. Like Judith is a smoker of crack cocaine, and she was literally smoking crack cocaine in her office. And I am like a good. Actually, I was attending Kingdom Hall and things like that, and I was being like, I never was supposed to accidentally be arrested and put on probation in the first place. Then I had to witness these. Um, I had to witness all that, and it was an atrocity. And what happens is she has a firearm, and she's a drug addict. Okay, they're dealing with crime all the time. Now, some of them are good, some of them are not. I don't know the whole industry because it's an industry. And the way she used to treat me for 17 months, I had 18-month probation, and everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, on the 18th month, well, no, actually, it started around the 15th or the 16th month. Bad stuff started to happen. See, look at my chipped tooth. I have got it fixed since. But this is what the justice system did. Not a good system. Okay, do not roll with it. Yeah, don't roll with it. Well, that's what happens. They get you to roll with it on your own self, and that is not good. Um, Here's when I had that Coca-Cola stuff where you freeze it or whatever. Or not. It's like it was a new machine at the time. It was a brand new machine. Nobody had ever seen these machines. I think I had seen them back at Universal Studios. Not many people go to that place or have been. I have though. It's in Florida. It's called Universal Studios, and they had something like that at Universal Studios way back in the day. But now they got it in all the convenience stores. This is when I was on my like homeless tour.